As we pause at this section divider, it's a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken through the complexities of AI. We've explored its transformative potential and the foundational elements that support its deployment. But now, let's shift our focus to something quite integral to the success of AI initiatives, building a robust data layer strategy.
That's intriguing, Sarah. I've always heard that data is the lifeblood of AI, but I'm curious about what makes a data layer strategy so critical. How does it actually influence the success of AI projects?
Imagine a well-constructed highway system. It's not just about having roads, it's about having them well connected, clearly mapped, and capable of handling traffic efficiently. Similarly, a robust data architecture ensures that data flows seamlessly, is accessible, and remains reliable across all systems. This foundation is crucial because it directly impacts the quality of AI outputs and decision-making.
I see. So it's not just about having data, but having the right kind of data architecture in place. What are the first steps in creating such a strategic framework?
The journey begins with defining specific data requirements. Think of it as understanding what types of vehicles will use our highway and how much traffic we expect. This involves mapping data sources, classifying data types, and estimating volumes for current and future needs. Getting this right prevents costly misalignments later on.
And once we know what we need, I assume designing the data layers comes next. How does this design stage set the tone for future scalability and flexibility?
Exactly, Rana. Designing the data layers is like planning the layout of our highway network. Each layer must be structured to support growth and adapt to changing needs. Decisions made here have long-term implications, ensuring our systems can evolve alongside business demands.
But design is just one piece. Implementing this architecture sounds like a complex endeavor. What challenges might organizations face during this phase?
Implementation is indeed a critical phase. It requires translating design into reality, often while navigating legacy system incompatibilities and governance gaps. Addressing these challenges proactively is key to maintaining integrity throughout deployment.
It seems like a comprehensive plan is vital. What role does a data layer blueprint play in this process?
The data layer blueprint is our guiding document, a detailed map, if you will. It captures the design and specifications, serving as a reference for technical teams and leadership alike. This ensures alignment and reduces ambiguity during implementation.
And what about tracking progress? How do organizations ensure everything stays on course?
That's where the implementation plan and performance metrics come into play. They provide a structured roadmap and measurable standards to evaluate the architecture's success over time. This governance infrastructure helps manage AI data assets responsibly.
This all sounds crucial for long-term success. But understanding these strategies leads us to a broader question.
Yes, it does. It raises the question of how well current data sources and architectures meet the demands of AI priorities. And this brings us to the starting point of evaluating and optimizing existing data infrastructures to support future AI growth. Imagine you're constructing a skyscraper. The first thing you need is a solid foundation, right? That's precisely what a robust data architecture is for AI initiatives. It's about creating a structured environment where data is accurate, accessible, and ready to be used effectively across the organization.
Absolutely, and just like in architecture, you need to know what materials you'll need before you start building. Defining your data requirements is crucial. It's like mapping out where to get your steel, concrete, and glass. Knowing your data sources, types, and volumes helps prevent costly mistakes down the line.
Exactly. Once you have the blueprint, you can design the layers of your data architecture. This involves considering how each layer will support the system's performance and scalability as your needs evolve. It's about future-proofing your AI capabilities, ensuring they can grow and adapt over time.
But even with a great design, the implementation needs to be just as disciplined. You might face challenges like legacy systems or data governance issues, but proactive planning and mitigation strategies can help navigate these hurdles.
And to keep everything aligned, a comprehensive data layer blueprint acts as your guide, ensuring everyone from technical teams to leadership is on the same page. It reduces ambiguity and keeps the strategic intent clear throughout the process.
This all seems like a lot to manage. How do organizations ensure they stay on track with such a complex implementation?
That's where the implementation plan comes in. It breaks down the process into manageable phases with clear milestones and responsibilities, ensuring that progress is monitored and risks are managed effectively.
And performance metrics provide the feedback loop, right? They help evaluate the data architecture's effectiveness and guide decisions on optimization and investment.
Exactly. A well-executed data layer strategy is a strategic asset, reducing operational risks and improving AI outcomes. But there's an essential starting point for all of this that we haven't touched on yet.
I see where you're going. Before we can build anything, we need to focus on the data collection layer. Understanding where our data comes from and ensuring its quality is foundational to everything else. So, how do we identify and consolidate these data sources effectively?
Imagine you're setting up a library, Rana. You start by collecting books from various sources, some from within your own collection, and others from external bookstores or donations. This is much like the data collection layer in AI systems, where identifying and gathering data from both internal and external sources is crucial.
I see. So, just like how you'd catalog each book to know its genre, author, and location in the library, organizations need to inventory their data sources, ensuring they know what they have and where it comes from. This prevents any blind spots in their data strategy.
Exactly. And once you've gathered these books, you need a method to organize them, perhaps by author or genre, to make them easily accessible. Similarly, consolidating data into a unified repository is critical for AI systems to function effectively. It's about creating a single source of truth from fragmented data.
And if you misplace or mislabel a book, it could disrupt the entire system. So, maintaining accuracy in data collection is like ensuring each book is correctly cataloged and shelved, right?
Precisely. Any errors at this stage can ripple through the system, affecting everything built upon it. It's why the data collection layer is foundational. It's the gateway to the AI value chain. But once your data is gathered and organized, the next step is to store it efficiently.
Storing the books in a way that allows easy retrieval and use. So, this brings us to how organizations manage their data storage. How do they ensure both raw and structured data are accessible and well organized?
That's a great question, Rana. It's about creating a robust storage architecture that supports both types of data, much like having separate sections for fiction and reference books in your library. This leads us to explore the data storage layer, where the focus is on building a unified system for managing all data assets effectively. Imagine an organization as a bustling city, where data is the vital infrastructure supporting everything from transportation to communication. At the heart of the city lies the data storage layer, acting like a central hub. Here, a centralized data storage solution ensures that raw and structured data flow seamlessly, much like roads and bridges connecting different parts of the city. This integration not only eliminates isolated data pockets, but also ensures that the data is readily available and governed for all analytical and AI initiatives.
So, the data lake and data warehouse are like reservoirs and treatment plants, respectively. The data lake holds vast amounts of raw data, ready to be processed, while the data warehouse refines this data into structured information, much like clean water ready for consumption. This setup is crucial for reliable decision-making, enabling organizations to utilize data effectively and efficiently.
Exactly. By integrating these storage solutions, we create a cohesive ecosystem where data can flow without obstruction, supporting business intelligence and reporting functions. It's like having a well-planned city where everything works in harmony. But as with any city, the infrastructure alone isn't enough. The data must be processed and transformed to be truly useful.
Which brings us to the next phase of our journey, understanding how raw data is transformed into actionable insights. This transformation is akin to turning raw materials into finished goods, ready for use in AI models and analysis.
And this is where the data processing layer comes into play. It's the engine that powers the transformation, ensuring data is clean, structured, and ready for action. So, how does this process unfold, and why is it so critical to the success of AI initiatives? Let's delve into that next. Imagine you're trying to bake a cake, but all your ingredients are scattered and unprepared. That's what raw data is like before it undergoes data processing. In organizations, raw data comes from various systems and isn't immediately useful. The data processing layer acts like the kitchen, where these ingredients are measured, mixed, and prepared for baking. It ensures that what goes into your AI model is structured and clean, minimizing the risk of errors and biases.
Right, and the ETL process is like following a recipe, guiding how data is extracted, transformed, and loaded into a storage system, ensuring everything is in order. With automation through data orchestration tools, it's like having a smart kitchen assistant that schedules and monitors these tasks, reducing errors and manual intervention.
Exactly. And just as the quality of your cake depends on the quality of your ingredients, the success of AI applications depends on data quality and readiness. Without rigorous ETL processes and quality checks, organizations may face compliance risks and trust issues in AI insights. It's about building a strong foundation to support AI initiatives effectively.
That's crucial because if something goes wrong, like a cake not rising, you need to trace back through the recipe to see where the mistake happened. ETL documentation plays a similar role in troubleshooting and ensuring consistency across teams.
Absolutely. But once the data is processed, the next step is to make sure it flows seamlessly across systems. This is where the data integration layer comes into play. It ensures that data moves smoothly and remains accessible and usable across an organization, preventing silos and enhancing AI's reliability.
So, just like ensuring all parts of a kitchen work together, data integration makes sure all systems communicate effectively. But how do middleware solutions and API management fit into this picture? This brings us to the next part of our journey where we'll explore the importance of connecting these systems seamlessly.
Imagine a bustling city where all the roads are interconnected, allowing people and goods to move seamlessly from one end to the other. That's what the data integration layer is like within an organization. It ensures that data flows effortlessly between different systems, much like roads connecting various parts of a city. Without this connectivity, data silos can form, much like isolated neighborhoods, hindering the flow of information and limiting the effectiveness of AI initiatives.
That's a vivid picture, Sarah. So, middleware acts like the bridges and highways that connect these systems, ensuring smooth communication regardless of their differences. It's crucial to choose the right infrastructure, like selecting the best routes to keep traffic flowing smoothly. And APIs, they're like traffic signals and rules that manage how everything interacts, ensuring order and security in this data city.
Exactly. And then there's real-time data streaming, which is like having live traffic updates. It allows organizations to respond to changes instantly, whether it's a shift in customer behavior or market trends. This real-time capability is essential for AI systems that rely on current data to make accurate decisions. But remember, this integration layer isn't just a technical necessity, it's a strategic enabler that determines the success of AI initiatives.
I see how crucial this layer is for building a solid foundation, but once data is integrated, the next step is transforming it into actionable insights, right? How do organizations ensure that this raw data becomes valuable intelligence?
That's the perfect segue, Rana. Transforming data into insights is the role of the analytics and AI layer. It's where the real magic happens, converting raw data into strategic decisions. And this brings us to the starting point of understanding how analytics and AI work together to deliver real business value. Imagine you're a captain steering a ship through the vast ocean of data. The analytics and AI layer is like the navigation system guiding you through this complexity. It transforms raw data into insights, allowing you to make informed decisions with precision. This layer isn't just a technical necessity, it's the heartbeat of an intelligence-driven organization.
So it's like having a compass that not only shows direction but also adjusts to changing tides and winds. But how does it handle the complexity of these data oceans?
That's where machine learning platforms come into play. They provide the ship's engine room where models are developed and tested, ensuring our compass is accurate. And business intelligence tools act as the telescope, bringing clarity to data for decision makers. However, without the right computational power, even the best tools can be bottlenecked.
I see. It's like ensuring the ship has enough fuel and power to keep sailing smoothly. But what about ensuring the ship stays on course over time?
Exactly. AI model development is like maintaining the ship's course, requiring a disciplined approach to remain accurate and reliable. It's about setting standards and ensuring long-term performance. But as we sail, we must also consider the waters we navigate. This brings us to the importance of data governance and security.
So the next challenge is about ensuring our data waters are safe and well regulated. This leads us to consider
How we establish a robust governance framework that not only guides but protects our journey. Which raises an important question about the role of data governance in securing our strategic path. Imagine an organization as a ship navigating the vast sea of data. The data governance and security layer is like the sturdy hull of the ship, ensuring it stays afloat and on course. With a solid governance framework, roles and responsibilities are clearly defined, much like assigning duties to each crew member. This structure ensures that data is managed consistently, preventing the chaos of miscommunication and fostering accountability.
And just as a ship needs a strong defense against external threats, organizations need robust security measures. These aren't just about locking doors, but about creating a layered defense system. Think of it as having both a watchtower and an alarm system, ensuring that any breach attempts are quickly identified and addressed. This keeps the organization's data secure and trusted.
Exactly. And maintaining compliance is like keeping the ship's logbook accurate and up to date. Regular audits and quality checks ensure the data's integrity and reliability, preventing costly errors and maintaining trust with stakeholders. But it's not just about compliance. It's about ensuring that data remains a valuable asset, guiding the organization safely through its journey.
So, the governance and security layer is crucial for maintaining the ship's integrity and trustworthiness. But as we secure our data, we must also consider how we use it. This brings us to the next part of our journey, the data consumption layer, where data's true potential is unlocked.
Indeed, the data consumption layer is where insights are brought to the forefront, driving decision-making and operational efficiency. It's like equipping our ship with advanced navigation tools, ensuring that every decision is informed and timely. But how do we ensure this data is accessible and actionable for everyone on board?
That's a great question. As we explore the data consumption layer, we'll see how accessibility, dashboards, and automated systems transform raw data into strategic insights, guiding the organization toward its goals. Let's delve into how these tools shape our ability to act on data and steer the ship towards success.
Imagine you're navigating a bustling city. The data consumption layer is like the city's public transportation system, making sure everyone gets where they need to go efficiently. It's not just about having the routes in place, it's about ensuring they're accessible and reliable so decision makers can reach their destinations, business insights, quickly and effectively.
Right? And the dashboards and reports act like the signposts and maps, guiding stakeholders through the data landscape. They transform raw numbers into visual stories that decision makers can understand at a glance. And when these elements are well designed, they empower people to make informed decisions without getting lost in the details.
Exactly. Then there are automated decision systems, which are like express trains speeding up processes by embedding decision logic directly into workflows. They help maintain consistency and accuracy, reducing the time spent on manual interpretation. But all of this only works if the data is accessible to the right people at the right time, much like ensuring passengers have timely access to their trains.
And that requires a solid access management strategy to keep everything secure and efficient. It's a balancing act, keeping data protected yet available. This is crucial because without this structure, even the best data systems can't deliver their full potential. But it makes me wonder, what happens when the infrastructure supporting the system isn't ready to handle the load?
That's a great question, Rana. It leads us to consider how the underlying infrastructure supports not just data consumption, but also broader AI strategies. This brings us to the next topic, how IT infrastructure plays a pivotal role in shaping AI initiatives and their success.